Hey guys, it's Fatima BTV. Listen, I was just sitting here, excuse me for looking down. I was just sitting here and I'm just like, all these topics that I want to talk about. And I said, that's it. I'm going to just go live because I was going to wait until tomorrow to go live, but I can't take it. I need to talk to my people. And look, I ain't even get my head together or nothing for this, but listen, I want to thank everybody for booking consults with me. I hope that I answered all your questions, eased your anxiety, and any discouragement that you might have had through this process. So yes, I titled this "Starting Your Box Truck Business." Let's chat. But it's so many topics that I've asked people that have done consults with me what they want to talk about. So I just kind of want to go over some of those topics, answer some of you guys' questions. I got about 20 minutes, y'all, until my next consult. So these are the topics that the people that have called me and reached out to me want to talk about. Savings when starting your business. Credit. Y'all know I have a credit solutions business, and I've started some of that with some of the people that are going into this box truck business, because you either going to need money or you're going to need credit. I suggest you have both, but at least one or the other. Money aside for insurance, that kind of has to do with savings. For like incidentals, people want to talk more about the rental route. And again, I'm just running these down, guys. You tell me more about what content you want me to like elaborate on. I also got a lot of requests for people that want to discuss just how to establish the business from the very beginning, the LLC, the EIN. Some people are at a standstill when it comes to that. So I'm going to share with you guys, if I can share my screen again. Remember, before I had that problem Friday, I'm going to share with you guys the website I use to form this business. And of course, everybody uses the EIN, irs.gov. Or you can go on your Secretary of State website. I also want to shout out to Demetrius, of course, my mentor extraordinaire. Also want to give a special shout out to Kobe Pegway. Kobe Pegway was on live the other day. He has some great content, always has something. He's always dropping the mic on information. He keeps it really, really raw. Reminds me of myself, of the female version, but he gives a lot of good information, guys. He is advanced in this game. But he does take you through on his videos as well, step by step. So please go over there and get some additional knowledge, because Kobe got his hands in everything. So you can get a little bit of all kind of stuff over there. So definitely go listen to Kobe Pegway as well. The commercial insurance, and just a ton of subjects. So we got Netta coming in here. Again, guys, this is a Q&A. I am going to break down certain videos, but this is your opportunity, and I'm going to try to answer all the questions in the time frame that I have, but I promise I'll go live again tomorrow. Okay, so she said, how did you go about finding a driver for your box truck? Any tips? Good, great question, Nettie. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Lord, people jack my name up all the time. So actually, my driver is a friend of a business associate of mine through my credit business. He actually did Amazon warehouse work down in Atlanta. Him and his wife moved back up here. So I was able to secure him as a driver. It worked good for him. He kind of knew how the system went already. He kind of knew Amazon's rules and regulations. So it was really easy to acclimate him. I went out with him, I think one night, that was it. And taught him to scan in. And I was supposed to record that for you guys, not inside the facility, but I was going to get in the back of my trailer. But I secured him that way. I did it normal, like any employee application. He did the application. Of course, I do a drug screening. And of course, you run the NVR report. Excuse me, y'all, that's my phone ringing. And of course, you run the NVR report just to make sure everything is good on the up and up for insurance purposes. Second, what I did was, excuse me. So second, what I did was just show him the ropes, ask him his availability. I was very, very clear on when these loads picked up and stuff like that. So that's another way that I found him. So the schedule worked. My driver does different things during the day, DoorDash, he does all kind of other stuff. So it worked perfectly for him. So make sure you find the needs of that driver when you're interviewing them. And don't just interview them once. Do it maybe twice, just to make sure that it works for you, because I was very, very nervous the first night he went out. I was like, kept checking like, oh my God, are you all right? When he was out by himself. So it went really good. I got really blessed in that area. So I'm grateful for that. Okay. Who has the best rates for box truck rentals? I can't speak for everybody, but I've called everybody: Ryder, Penske, Enterprise. I feel like Enterprise has the best rate. I feel like out of all the ones I called, Enterprise was the best. But again, I'm in North Carolina. Everything is different depending on the state that you're in. So call around, guys. Do your research. Don't just be like, oh, I called Enterprise, they suck. We'll call Penske. We'll call Ryder. Call Budget. Keep calling. Don't give up. And don't think anybody's going to do it for you. You have to do it. Okay? So can you get Amazon loads coming out of Macon, Georgia, Amazon warehouse? I don't know if they have a DC down there. That's something you can probably Google. Or if I go on the load board tomorrow, probably on my live, we can look up Macon, Georgia at that time. But Georgia's pretty lucrative. You should be fine. It should be a DC, at least close by there. Thanks, Fatima. It was great speaking with you. Oh, that's Eureka. We actually did a consult, and she was really foggy about the insurance, the comp and collision when you're going the rental route, guys, and then the other insurance that Amazon requires. So we really broke everything down. So she understood what Amazon requires. And then if you go to rental route, all that rental company cares about is that you got comp and collision. You guys know what I mean. When you go rent a regular car, they always ask you, do you want ours or do you want your physical damage? So a lot of people say, no, we can use mine, but me, I always use the rental insurance, comp and collision, because I just pay the extra fee to do it. And that's what I did when I rented my truck from Enterprise. And that is working out very well. I've had no issues, no maintenance issues, never had to call. Tires, everything is good, knock on wood. So far, my experience has been good, and it's been exactly 30 days. Actually, tomorrow, the 4th, will be 30 days. How many loads a day, night do you run? Not drops, but loads. Okay, life choices. I run a load every single night. Well, my driver does. But now I noticed that the new loads that Amazon just put out, they usually put them out Thursdays, so I'm on that board pretty early in the morning, and then I think they do it like later in the afternoon, the evening. I noticed they got some day loads now. Let me tell you something. I was jumping out my seat when I seen them day loads. So that means my driver can pick up 4 or 5 in the morning or whatever time that load pick up at night, his normal runs. And then they had day loads picking up at 11 in the morning, dropping early afternoon. So I'm going to get out my seat and do those day loads and get that money. So I love the fact that now my truck can run 2 loads per day. Again, I'm in the state of North Carolina. It's a lot of fat back over here. Okay. So, but you got to check your state. I'll check you guys' state tomorrow to see what we looking like. But right now, this is the first time I've seen day loads. So I'm very excited about that because I do want to double my revenue. Oh, thank you, Karen. Hey, y'all. Karen, 2 o'clock we on. I know you're like, what is she doing on live? But don't worry, I got it. Life choices, I hope that answered your question. But again, everything varies. Life choices, what state are you in, sir? Sir or ma'am, I'm sorry. It could be a boy or a girl, I don't know. Y'all, I apologize in advance if I offend anybody. My pastor says that all the time, but I just, whatever comes up, comes out. Do we have any other questions coming through? Until I see other questions, what I'm going to do is just kind of talk about different topics, and then I'll stop if I see a question comes through and try to pick back up on that topic, if that helps. And if I'm talking too fast because I'm a Jersey girl, say, Fatima, slow down, because I know we got Southerners on here. Even though I'm in the South, I ain't Southern. All right, let's see. All right, I don't see anything new on here. So as far as when you're starting this business, guys, I had a guy say yesterday, like, it's not as easy as you make it sound. I really don't feel like I make it sound easy. I was just determined when starting this business. I just put it in my mind that I'm going to be unstoppable and I'm going to do it no matter how long it takes. So when I followed Demetria's steps and then applied what I already knew, did I get discouraged through this process? Absolutely. You're going to get discouraged. You're going to feel like, I can't do this. I'm overwhelmed. Panic attacks. You guys are going to get all of that anxiety, but you got to slow down, take a step back, and don't go so fast. Do everything according to what your pocket can afford. Now, I have had consults where people got money put up, which is great. That's awesome because you don't have a lot of stress on you. Basically, you're just putting together your plan. when you don't have the stress of money. But if people are working a 9 to 5 and they're like, all right, next paycheck, I'll do the EIN. Okay, next paycheck, I'll do this. That's cool too. Just know you got nothing to fall back on, guys, if you do that, unless your credit is good. So think about that when you're getting into this business. Don't think that you ain't going to be coming up with like additional stuff, additional expenses. It's going to happen. So yes, I'm happy. My energy is high when I talk about my business. But listen, it was a hard road. It was a hard road. And we're going to get back to that. We got a question. Do you have any information about box trucking in Louisiana? I do not. DER, because I'm not on a load board right now. Louisiana goes up and down, New Orleans area, as far as Amazon is concerned. But I'm sure other boards, they eat in Louisiana too, I'm sure. But Amazon, I haven't seen a consistent flow in the last few days when I have pulled it up for other people. Okay, let's see. Okay, Life Choices, you're in Georgia. Okay. Oh, you're a CDL driver. That's awesome. Yeah, I love people that hold those commercial driver's license because you have a lot of different options. You can do box truck or you can do semis. That's awesome. That is very, very good. I have everything complete except for a truck. Okay, so DER. Look, is that even a name? What is that? DER. Do you mean Dr. ER? I don't know. But listen. DER, which way do you want to go? I know trucks are scarce. I mean, listen, I was driving in a little town called Thomasville yesterday. I was dropping my sister-in-law off. And let me tell you something. I seen 4 box trucks sitting on the side at this furniture place. They was Penske's, all yellow, whatever. And it looked like they just was sitting there. I was like, I don't know about y'all, but when you're driving, I'm always looking at box trucks. So I went inside, and the lady said that when her husband gets back, she'll have me call him. But they do furniture deliveries, but they don't run all those trucks. So I'm gonna try to get him to sell me one of those, and I'll let y'all know how that process goes. But he has not called me back yet, and that was yesterday evening. So I'll keep y'all posted on that because I love my rental situation, but I do want to at least own a truck or 2. Okay. Okay. So. Oh, Julie says she came and acted today. Thank you, Fatima. Girl, that's Fatima. They be tearing my name up. Okay, I get you DER rental, but if I have to buy, you will. Hey, it is what it is. Look, Demetrius always pushes for someone to buy. Listen, it's not that I couldn't buy. It's just that I didn't know what maintenance was coming with it. For me and my lifestyle, and how my life is designed, I didn't want to deal with all that extra stuff. So I just said, let me do the rental route for now. Again, that worked for me, guys. I'm not pushing anyone to do this, to do the rental route. Do what works for you. If you got that bread to go buy and you have a diesel mechanic set up or a shop and you have somebody to look at the truck, do it. I just haven't taken the time to do all that yet because I didn't want to be bothered with that right away. Again, that's me. I'm not pushing nobody to do it the way I did it. I'm just telling y'all my story, okay? So don't be putting no hate comments down there like, you told me to. No, I did not. All right, what is the challenge for someone that cannot drive themselves? Well, you can always employ a driver, of course. Someone you can feel like you can trust, that's dependable, that's reliable. That's always an option. Sometimes a spouse drives. I know a wife and a husband and a wife. One's going to be dispatching, one's going to be driving, and they may switch it up. That's awesome for you and your partner to do it. Okay, what else? We had a consultation last Wednesday, and you helped me with the VIN number thing. Oh, Julie, I remember. Did that VIN number work out for you? How did everything work out with that insurance? You good? All right, let me know. Let's see. Oh, Karen, you said something about a virtual address. Some people do use a virtual address when they're applying for their authority or even their LLC. That is totally up to you guys. Again, it's a trucking company. A lot of people don't just have a brick and mortar until they start getting developed or if their operation goes really, really big. A lot of people do this from their home or whatever. So a virtual address is not a bad thing. Just make sure you go on the USPS website and kind of use, a reputable virtual address company. Okay. So just make sure you do your research on that. Don't just Google virtual address in your state and take the first one at the top. Do your research, read the reviews. I'm a research dork. I don't commit to nothing that I haven't literally found out as much as I can about it, okay? Let's see. Did Amazon give you a call before they approve you? Amazon does not call you. Just so you know that, Mr. Gordon. They do everything through email. They've never called me. You guys can ask Demetri if they ever called him, or you guys can ask Kobe if they ever called him. Kobe has a really great relationship with Amazon, so he's probably got a phone call or two. But in the beginning, I doubted if he did. So no, they do not call you and approve you. Everything is through the email. So once you apply, I know people that have gotten responses in a day. It took them 2 days to respond to me and give me my congratulations letter as a preferred carrier. So be patient, okay? It just depends on how busy they are. So Roger said, is renting and hiring a driver a good idea? That's what I'm doing. My driver, I pay him hourly. I do not pay him a flat rate. Demetrius does flat. That works for him. You know, Demetrius might be running 2-3 loads a day. That's good for him. I'm doing what's best for my pocket. I pay my driver per hour because really they're only working 5 hours. I'm not going to do anything flat as far as my situation is concerned because he may not even be working more than 4 to 5 hours. So he gets paid for what he does. So $16 an hour is what I pay my driver. And it works for him because 5 hours a day, maybe 6, we're still looking at a part-time thing. It's not even full-time. And then the day loads, I'm kind of doing those myself right now because what I've learned, guys, is when my driver had to be out and I got in that truck, I was like, kind of like it, you know? So I kind of like getting in there, maybe doing a little picking up Saturday morning and delivering Saturday morning. So I still kind of do that a little bit, getting that truck just to keep that energy going and stuff like that. And plus, you just never know, you know, who you might see there at the facility picking up and stuff like that. Just building relationships because I'm a big relationship builder when it comes to business. So you just never know where your blessings are at. So sometimes I like to be out there in the field and I get in that truck. So don't be opposed to getting in that truck because it's your business. You got to be the best employee in your business. Okay, let's see. Sure did that with active now. Can't thank you enough. You're welcome, Julie. I am here to help. Life choices. I'm thinking about renting a semi and doing power only. I'm not sure though, still researching. Okay, so renting a semi doing power only. That's a good idea. I think you should definitely go on Kobe Pegway's page. He is like the master of that. He talks about that a lot. Again, he's advanced in the game. So definitely go on Kobe Pegway. He has a course, he has a book, all kind of stuff going on as far as the semi game is concerned. So go check him out, Life Choices. Hey, y'all, we got Demetrius B on here. Y'all see him? He done put strong on here. We got D. And listen, for all y'all that didn't go get his course yet, stop playing with yourself. If you serious, go get it. Because I'm not going to tell you what's in the course. I'm going to just tell you that every step you need, you can consult with him. You can consult with me. But let me tell you something. That course really solidifies everything that you're trying to do and you're trying to create as far as starting your business. So listen, knowledge is key, but knowledge is only key when it's applied. So people can read all day, but if you don't apply that to what you're trying to accomplish, you're just wasting your time. Okay, by the way, thank you for doing this, all the info. You're welcome, Roger. Can I remind you about a VIN number later just for insurance purposes, please? Yes, Eureka, I got you. I'll text it to you, hon. Okay, Angel said, hi, Fatima, I'm in Florida. Y'all say hi to Demetrius. My mentor extraordinaire is on here. Show that, put some respect on that man's name. All right, so hi, Fatima. I'm in Florida and wanted to start a box truck business, but I hear people complain about Florida. Oh, I was hoping you were the Angel. Why you had to ask me about Florida, girl? Listen, I'm in North Kakalaka. I've heard some things about Florida. I can't speak on Florida. I just know that insurance is high. That's all I know, just from other consults and stuff. But you can't sleep on Florida. You have to find out what the needs are in your state. Think about what, maybe Amazon is not for you in Florida, but you guys got all that produce down there. Think about a box truck, reefer truck. I mean, food has to move. So think about setting up appointments with those kind of accounts and stuff like that, Angel. That is something else you can think about. Think about what your state provides the world. That's what you have to think about and try to fill that need, because Florida definitely provides a lot. I've spoken on that before. I mean, yeah, you can open up a business in another state. I mean, I wouldn't do that, but you can if you want to. But fine, don't run away because it's challenging. That's what y'all look. I'll put y'all shoulders up. Y'all see me putting y'all shoulders up? Where y'all sitting? Put y'all shoulders up. Don't run away because your state is challenging. Find a way. Find it. Every state is running. The lights are on. Y'all have to find a way that works, that's working for your state. No matter where you at, Kentucky, Tennessee, Florida is still important. Just find the need, guys. Find the need and fulfill it and become the solution. That's all you got to do. Become a solution to one business and watch you grow. Find a solution. Hey, Christopher, how you doing? We had a great consult yesterday. Christopher got his life together over there, y'all. He about ready. Chris, you ready to pull that trigger? Let me know. All right. Angel laughing at me. Hello. She must have been laughing when I said, put them shoulders up. If this AMC stock keep rolling, I may be able to. D, I'm going to just say D. I'm not saying ER no more. I don't like saying the ER. But D, listen, that AMC stock's something else. Kobe was also talking about that. What was he talking about yesterday? Not the bio team. He was talking about crypto. Oh, I was mad. I'm happy he made some money, but I ain't making nothing. But I'm mad I ain't jumping that crypto, but I'm getting on it, y'all. I'm getting on it. Jody, it's okay. You late. We here. Devin, what's good? Sorry, with the YouTube channel doing it big. Yeah. Okay. So D said that there's a guy in Florida with a YouTube channel doing it big. Y'all go for D. If you know the name of that guy's channel, please drop the information in the link so people can see that. And especially people that are struggling to start that business in Florida. Give them some hope. Maybe they haven't come across that guy's page, but give them some hope. Keith, you applied for Amazon 2 weeks ago? And you haven't heard anything? Let me know about that, Keith. Okay. Eureka said, hi, Demetrius B. Box Truck Prince. That's right. Demetrius does this. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Jody, you live in Concord. Yes, that's where I pick up from. I got to stay away from that mall, though. I be tearing it up in that Concord Mills Mall. I'm still laughing about D when he talks about them AMC stocks. Man, I wish I had a piece. I've been playing around with DraftKings and stuff. I got to stop playing. But this is what I wanted to tell y'all. Okay, real quick, because I ain't got a question. So my agent, she's back in the groove, y'all. Nicole back in the groove. But listen to me. I beg y'all, if you are not at the stage around after you've applied for your authority, if you're not at the stage of day 14 or 15, please do not reach out to her about insurance just to get a quote. She's extremely busy, and I have a list of the states that she only writes in, okay? It's not a lot. So this is the state she writes in, guys. Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee, Maryland, Ohio, Indiana, Missouri, Texas, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Arkansas. That's it. I'm going to put these names in the chat, guys, and I'm going to just abbreviate them. GASCNC, VATN, MD, OHIN. What's Missouri? MO? Look, I'm down. Texas, Mississippi, Louisiana. And when I say LA, don't nobody think it's LA, Los Angeles. It's Louisiana. And then Arkansas. That's it, y'all. Those are the only states she writes in. My insurance agent. That's all she is licensed to do. So if you're in a state that I did not list there, please do not reach out to her, okay? And another thing about Nicole is people that are struggling with their authority or to set up their business and stuff like that, she also sets that up too, because she sets up a lot of trucking companies and a lot of trucking businesses. So if you need her assistance with that, she does provide that service. And her fee is pretty low. It's not high at all. So if you guys wanted her to put it together for you, if she writes in your state, please reach out to her via email, okay? And don't be discouraged if you call her and she doesn't pick up. Like I said, she is playing catch up, guys. So if she doesn't write in your state, I am sorry, but these are the states that she's licensed to write in, okay? All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, y'all, I'm at 203. Hey, Vincent, Raleigh, North Carolina. Write down what y'all say, right down the road. Okay, so I forgot what I was talking about that I said I was gonna keep flip-flopping, but also want to talk about credit too, not because I run a credit business. Listen, I'm already overwhelmed. So if y'all looking to still get, your credit looked at because that still needs to be in line, or you want to build your business credit, I do both of those. My company here, Next Level Credit Solutions. We do both. If you guys are looking to improve your credit, what I want you to do first is Google my business, read my reviews. I'm Better Business Bureau accredited, okay? Please call me only if you're serious, or email me only if you guys are serious. Do not email me if you are not serious, because I'd rather burn money than waste my time. Please, because I really, really invest in people when it comes to getting their credit cleaned and straightened out and counseling them through. A lot of these places are just cleaning up the credit and then just letting these people go, and they wonder why their scores are not jumping. These lenders want to know what you're doing with your open accounts right now, what your behavior is, how you're managing these cards. So if you're looking to really build and get it together and really learn how to keep the algorithm in your favor to keep your scores risen, please give me a call. All right, how much do I need to get started money-wise in Boston? What do you mean? Oh, you mean get started for the box truck business or credit? So if it's for the box truck business, that would vary. It depends on your pocket. Are you looking to buy a truck, rent a truck? I rarely say the word lease, but some people like to lease a truck. It really just depends, because that's pretty much your biggest expense, is which way you're going to go as far as trucking is, whether you're going to lease, rent, or buy, finance, whatever, or if you're going to, and your insurance is also a big part as well. So that'll be your biggest expense with putting this business together. Okay. But, yeah, don't get discouraged, guys, because it's going to happen when them insurance quotes were coming together. Like, I really did. I wanted to quit. I was like, whatever. I paid $300 for authority. I was like, whatever. Like, I'm telling you, I wanted to quit because it can get overwhelming, but don't do that. Don't count yourself out like that for a business that once it gets started, you'll be okay. And then you'll learn more along the way. And then there is support on YouTube. There is help. There's always help, guys. Just don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams of entrepreneurship and business ownership. There is nothing that I've done that has delighted my life better than owning both my businesses. I'm very, very excited and happy and grateful that I did that. But y'all have to believe in yourselves too. And I can't, I can push and motivate all I want, but you have to do it for yourself. You got to believe you can do it. That's right. You got to keep pushing, Dominique, Dominique, you in Jersey, right? I think that's Dominique from Jersey. Dominique got it together too. Oh, at the Krispy Kreme, Life Choices, stay away from that Krispy Kreme. Just deliver up in there. Don't be messing with them donuts. Oh my God. It's summertime. We got to be fly. All right, y'all, I'm like at 2:07. I'm gonna probably stay on here 2 more minutes to see if we got any more questions. Angel, Nicole's info is under probably most of my videos. Just go in there, look at the description. Her information is in there. Email her, please. Yep, Dom, that's Jersey all day long. Dom over there, she got that CDL license. She doing her thing. She already a step ahead of the game. It's always good when a person has a CDL because they can go 2 different ways. So that always works as well. You're welcome, Angel. Oh, I'm gonna always keep it real. I might keep it too real. Somebody gonna get mad one day that I keep it too real. Somebody gonna get upset, but I'm just trying to tell y'all the truth. Like, things, you're gonna definitely feel some type of way. You're gonna be laying in the bed like, Lord, why is that insurance down payment so high? You're gonna feel that way. It's going to happen, but you got to keep it moving. If you guys want me to do a video on the LLC and the EIN, put that down in the chat. If you want to talk more about startup cost, maybe I can come up with a couple of different scenarios as far as startup cost. We never can't really pinpoint it because it really depends on which way you're going to go with purchasing your equipment. So, I can give you the numbers for my startup as far as my rental way, but if you guys want to talk about startup costs, that's something else we can talk about. Okay, so AW18 said, good afternoon. Is it a bad idea to have no other plan for Amazon related before starting? That's a very, very good question. Again, that would be totally up to you. I'm going to tell you guys the truth, like I always do. The only plan that I really had was to do Amazon because that was just my focus right now because I'm doing that. The reason I did that is because my authority is new. Me being an ex-broker, I remember how we used to treat people that had an authority that wasn't even at least 90 days old. So you're kind of looked at as like, I don't even, they're like, get a little age on your MC before you reach out to us again. And I remember we used to do that. So I know Amazon didn't care about that. And I know Amazon paid every Friday. So Amazon is on my mind for 90 days. That's it. That's me. Those are my thoughts. That's the way that's the way I want to do it. So for right now, that's what I'm doing. Now, after 90 days, things may change. I have other things in the works. I am in the furniture capital down here in High Point. So I'm working on other things and other accounts from the connections that I've had from my long career in logistics. So am I going to be doing Amazon forever? Probably not. But I want to get things right now to keep the flow, to keep the revenue coming in consistently, and I can count that money. I'm just going to be doing Amazon right now, especially during peak season. So things will be changing, but not for the first 90 to 120 days for me. Okay, right now it's comfortable. I can control it. And, once I get something else that I feel like is worth it and that'll work with my driver, not just me, we'll move forward to something else. But right now I'm not looking at dispatches. I used to be that. I'm not looking at brokers. I used to be that. I'm not doing none of that. And I just have tunnel vision and I'm just focused on keeping my performance score at 100. And, as they add more loads to Amazon, that's what I'm doing. That's it. Is that smart? That may not be smart for someone else, but for my situation and the way I know how authorities work, until I get some age on that authority, this is what I'm doing. Period. Hey, Wilson, North Carolina, you down east. Down there in Wilson. Okay, you go live. I go live Eureka said, you go live, you go like the live guys. Yeah, I go live. Like sometime I be wanting to go live when I'm like getting in the truck. I be like, I need a selfie stick or something. So, cause I like for y'all to be right there with me. I've done videos where I'm actually in the truck. When I do my delivery Saturday, I'm gonna turn that on and stuff. But I'm trying to get my equipment together. So Demetrius keep telling me to get the Neo thing or whatever that thing is. So y'all can actually see what's going on because he films very well when he's actually in the truck. Life choices, that's a long question, how the business credit work, but really, really quick. I keep my business credit separate from the personal because business credit, those are bigger limits that the personal credit can take a hit for. Business credit could care less about utilization and all that stuff. They just want you to pay your vendors early or on time. Everything is built for me, no PG, meaning no personal guarantee. I do everything under the EIN and my Dun & Bradstreet number. So first I started with net 30 accounts. And then I moved on to like gas cards, WEX, BP, stuff like that. I do things in like a four tiers is what I call it. So that's how I work with business credit. Anything else further, you got to set up some kind of consult and we can get into more detail about that because business credit is a very, very long subject. And I try to match my clients up with the vendors that'll work for their business. So we're not just ordering stuff just to order it, to build the thing. We really do it the right way. Let's see. Danae Thompson. I would love a consult too, girl. Come on. Look, I'm going to drop that link below. Somebody give her the link for my consults. I would love that. I do Monday through Thursday. Right now, Friday is really like my off day. I try to do a little pamper day for myself, but 9 times out of 10, eventually I'm going to open up Fridays too. Keith, suggestions for what? You have to remind me of. Oh, that's right. You said you've been waiting 2 weeks for the Amazon, right? I don't know. I mean, you can possibly email them. I don't know. I don't call it. Email Kobe. He the plug. I don't know. He the plug for Amazon. Marlena, again, I found my driver from a friend of a business associate. I mean, but you guys can post an ad on Indeed, Craigslist, post it on your Facebook page. I mean, you're going to get people that want it. Put it in the paper, old school. I don't know. You can just talk about it. Go live and talk about it. Tell them what you're doing. You'll find a driver. especially for this. You don't even need a CDL, so you'll find a driver. Okay, hey Fatima, I love what you've done in a short time. I'm in Fayetteville, Sherry Bowers. I'm waiting on my LLC approval. I'm pondering over dispatching versus brokerage. I'm looking for a mentor. I am not mentoring in dispatching or brokerage. You will not get me, Sherry. No. Box truck stuff, yes, but dispatching and brokering, everybody that knows about my experience is trying to get me to start that business. That I do know how to start a brokerage, but I do not want to do that. I'm not in this to be self-employed. I'm looking to be free. I like my freedom and I like my time. So I don't want to get into anything that's going to require an extreme amount of my attention. I'm trying to get as much freedom as possible. Just, when I come in my office, I come in, everything else, like on my credit business, is pretty much monetized and it runs by itself. So, I still do my credit consults because I'm just into people like that. But other than that, I definitely don't want to have to feel like every morning I got to be in my office. So I don't want to do that. So in brokerage requires that because you have to build relationships and accounts and stuff like that. So yeah, I won't be doing that. I'm sorry, Sherry. Okay, let's see. You're welcome, Keith. Yeah, probably email him. I don't know. I don't know why I haven't heard in 2 weeks. That's pretty tight. I think the most I've heard someone waiting is maybe 3 days. But again, other people, has anybody else that knows of anybody else that has had a problem waiting to hear back from Amazon after they applied? Hopefully you didn't make a mistake on that application. Were you very careful when you filled that application out, Keith? All right, let me know about that. I don't know how to help you, Keith. Just start praying. Hey, Jesus, we come to you right now. I'm not laughing at you, Keith. I'm just saying, that is a long time. What they waiting on? Anyway, I don't know. What else? Let's see, rental commercial. Okay, let's see. Route pay up front. If you guys are going to rental route, always talk to them and see if they offer a discount if you're deciding to run Amazon freight. They may say no, they may say yes. Enterprise was like, nope, we don't do that no more. I was like, why? But they don't do it no more. Whatever. So that was that. That made me mad too when I first went in there. I was like, dang, somebody just told me that they offer discounts. And then, the guy I deal with over there was like, no, we don't do that no more. So it is what it is. I don't even know what the discount was, but I wanted it, Oh, wow, Keith, you tried all of that. Did you try prayer? Was prayer one of them? What's the average rental rate you should for a box truck? My rental rate, I paid $23 a month up front. That's what my rate was in North Carolina where I went. Your rate may be different depending on what state you're in and what enterprise you go to. Everything is different. I can just tell you what my rate was. So I paid the $23 up front because I didn't want to deal with tedious payments every single week. All right. I didn't get a package from Incline. Again, Nicole did all my stuff. And Incline did everything for me. I'm sorry, guys. My daughter is texting me. It's their last day of school. Y'all better pray for me. Lord, these kids might be in this video starting tomorrow. Okay. But I hope I answered as many questions as I could. And I never say this, but guys, hit the like button on my live video. If I blessed you with some information, that'll be great. Any other questions you guys have that I may not have gotten to or addressed, just put it in the chat and I'll get to it. Or you guys can email me. I put my email address up there, or book a consult. That'll be even better because I love talking to people one-on-one, kind of filling out their energy and see where they're at in this process of creating their business, guys. Trying to create generational wealth, trying to, really think big. My big thing is to always motivate you guys to do it, but do it the right way, do it the smart way that works for you and your lifestyle. Don't jump into stuff just because we all doing it. It may not be for you. Dispatch may be for you or something else may be for you. So really, think hard on it, think about it, and definitely pray about it. Please go like the video. Oh, thank you, Eureka. All right, and any other ideas about content you guys want to talk about, please just let me know. But I got to go. I am so late for my last call, guys. I apologize. All right, y'all have a good one, and God bless y'all, and good luck to y'all. And I am here if you need me. Thank you.